Hello, Leos. This is Gypsy Spirit here, ready to give you your weekly reading for March. I've been away for a little bit and am now getting back into the swing of things and have created a whole new website. So we're going to start out each week with a general reading for each astrology sign. And along with that reading I am also going to do a love reading connected to it. I will still do daily love readings. But for each week, we'll get a general reading for everything that's going on in your world. Excuse me. And also, if you are on YouTube and you like this video, please hit the like button. And also, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, you can hit the subscribe button. Please know that you can always get your own personal reading by going down into the description box and checking out my new website. If you're already on my website, make sure that you look at the front page and look at the description box. On the front page, you have many options for your own personal readings. So again, I always tell everybody this may not resonate with you, and if it doesn't, that's okay. It's really meant for the people that it does resonate with. It's really meant for them, and bits and pieces of it, because this is a general reading, bits and pieces of it may resonate with you. But again, if you want your own personal reading that's strictly about you, then you have to go to my website. So let's go ahead and get started, Leo. Leo, as soon as I looked at these cards, it was like you are walking away from something. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship, whatever it is, whatever applies to you. I'm a Leo, and I already know. I mean, as soon as I saw this, I knew exactly what it meant for me. But for many of you, it may be something different. Excuse me. For me, it's my job. For others, it may be a relationship. So your first card is the Eight of Cups, and that's what that means. Cups is about emotions. Spiritual things, emotional, and you're just, whatever it is, like I said, be it a relationship, a job, or whatever, you are done. You know that there's better things for you on the horizons, and you are finished. You are walking away. But before you walk away, now Leos, like I said, I'm a Leo, and I gotta have the last word. So I have a hard time sometimes keeping my mouth shut, especially if I'm pissed off and I'm very sarcastic. Sometimes it just comes out, it just, I think it and it just flows right out of my mouth. And and there may be all kinds of cuss words that some people have never even heard of before. It just comes right out. So, and if you're a Leo, this is a card reading for Leo, then we're all stubborn. We all have to be the leaders of our pack, and we are people that we have to make sure we have the last word. We have to, the light has to shine on us, So you got the Temperance card in reverse. So whatever it is that you're walking away from, Leo, please keep your mouth shut. Just don't say anything. I know as a Leo, you want to so bad. Trust me, right now with my job, I want to tell the owner to go fuck himself. Okay, there's so many things that I want to say, but I know that it is not in my best interest. And you need to know also, Leo, whatever it is you're walking away, whether it be a relationship, whatever, the best thing for you to do is keep your damn mouth shut and just walk. Because whatever it is that you say, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass later on. So just keep your mouth shut. Also, your last card is a Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is, whatever's going on, whether it be in your home or your job or whatever, you're not happy. You want to make changes, and you are the only one that can make changes. I will share something a little personal with you, in regards to my job. Yes, there are some things that I really want to say to some of the people, but what I've learned to do is, you got to do whatever you know that makes you happy. So in my case, I actually did go find another job, but as I'm still working, the job that I'm so angry with, But when it comes to scheduling or whatever, I learned to, rather than to try to fight them, it's going to be done on my terms. So if I'm going to continue to work, it's going to be on my terms, on the days that I want. And if it doesn't work for them, then hey, they can fire me. I'm okay. So I'm just sharing that with you because what I'm trying to tell you is that whatever it is that you're unhappy with, that you're walking away from, you can do it, and you can do it with such class and such grace. And, that temperance card, Leo, that tongue gets us in trouble. So I'm seeing that, based on these cards, honey, I'm seeing that, yes, you're going to say something that you probably shouldn't say. You're going to lash out at the wrong person. Or it might be the right person, but when it's all over and done with, you're going to burn a bridge, and you don't want to do that. So just, knowing that this card is out there for you this week, just keep this card in mind every time you think to say something. Let, that sarcasm out or whatever. Just think about that. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so you might have a little bit of financial problems right now. Maybe you're not getting what you want financially, but, it's not going to last forever. You just, whatever it is that you're walking away from, whether it be a relationship, job, whatever. I mean, that is like right now the most important thing for you is to get yourself away from that situation and start making a game plan for yourself. Start manifesting what you want, and the money will come in. Now let's talk about your love, because you got some swords here. So things in your love life, that's why for many of you it might be a job, but for a whole lot of other Leos, it's relationships. And so something happened in your relationship that really hurt you, pissed you off. You just isolated yourself from the person and just didn't want to have anything to do with them. You were so pissed. And this is the Five of Swords. So this is in reverse. So you took a little time away. I mean, like I said, you isolated yourself, and maybe you didn't physically isolate yourself, or maybe you did, but you kind of like shut down. You were like a wall, because you were trying to figure out a way to heal yourself and to come back. And you did. You absolutely did. And guess what? We have the Eight of Swords here. So in your general read, this is great. Eight of Cups, right? So Cups is about relationships and, spiritual things, emotions. And then in regards to your love life, you've got the Eight of Swords here. So there's a feeling of being trapped. You're feeling like you're being trapped in this relationship. And you're pissed that whatever happened. I'm getting infidelity, lies. Some of it could be, I'm getting also legal. It could be legal issues. You pick your story, because like I said, this is all general. It could be legal. I'm also getting that it has something to do with money. That's why the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. Maybe your significant other hid money from you or spent money in an area where they shouldn't have spent it. I'm getting legal issues as well. So many different things coming to my mind. But with the Eight of Cups, so with the Eight of Swords, you're feeling trapped. The Eight of Cups, you're ready to walk. You're turning away from this relationship. You are done. You're ready to go find your own way. And it's time. It's time. You're the one. You're the only one that can make this change. And you have to be very guarded. Guard your heart. Guard your heart, because this person that you've been involved with is very toxic, and they're going to continue to hurt you or bring you down. And you've got to guard your heart. You're not trapped in this situation. You can get out of it, and you will get out of it, because you're a Leo and you're strong. And when we roar, we roar. So you are getting ready to really roar. But again, keep this Temperance card in your mind, because you don't want to burn bridges. I'm I'm getting, for some of you that are ending a relationship, you felt trapped, you're ready to get out, you know there's more for you on the other, somewhere else. Be very careful in how you handle the situation, because the person that you are with, that you're trying to leave right now, they always play the victim. So whenever you do leave, however you leave it is really important, that you leave it very gracefully and not, like make a big scene or anything, because, there's always two sides to every story. I tell everybody that. So this person is going to go and they're going to tell their side, because, oh boy, do they have a side. And they are going to make you look like you are some batshit crazy person. I'll give you a good example. My ex-boyfriend, almost 4 years ago, actually, we were together for 2.5 years, and he was an alcoholic. And I did everything I could to, try to maintain the relationship and stay faithful and so forth and so on. And, well, I burnt his clothes. I burnt all his clothes, okay? Big deal. But I burnt all his clothes, and I did some other crazy stuff out of anger and hurt. And when it was all over and done with, he, ran to people, some family members and other people, and just made up some crazy ass shit. And by the time the story was finished, I am noted as, I am just batshit crazy, that I'm nuts. But it's always those that are very toxic. They always want to play the victim. They always want to try to make themselves look like they're the good guy. They didn't do anything wrong. You're the crazy one. But in your heart what really happened. So again, my best advice to you is watch that temper. Don't be burning no clothes. It might feel good for the moment, and it did, but later on, you're like, I'm so much better than that. Why did I do that? So at least that's how it was with me. I mean, I kind of laugh about it now, but anyway. So Leo, I will continue to do love readings on a daily basis. That's your weekly reading and what's going on. Please, if you feel led to leave me a comment in the comment box, please do. I always respond. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Show yourself a lot of love. Have self-respect and integrity. And keep your mouth shut. All right, bye-bye. Mwah.